WWE and New Japan Pro Wrestling are both wonderful. Which one is objectively better, more or less, mostly depends on your own personal preferences in professional wrestling. WWE handles themselves more as a ADHD kinda spastic variety show. Their main focus is individual moments that will stand out and catch your attention. Good, bad, it's really a mixed bag, but it's usually something that you'll remember next week. And if not, they'll recap until you do. Point is WWE, it's pretty... stories kinda just happen very fast, and if you miss a few weeks, you could tune in, and there'll be enough there to catch you up on what's going on, and you'll usually have crazy shit to talk about. New Japan is more... it requires more of a commitment for its stories. WWE, on the other hand, it will require a rather large commitment for your time, because they produce a actual buttload of content, and several hours every single week. But New Japan, on the other hand, in terms of its stories, it's pretty much a slow burn on everything. Jay White, who's becoming one of their top heels in the company right now, is they've been building him to this role for, nearly a year now. And he's just now starting to really be the main event of the show. Not the main event, he's still not the main event, but he's getting built up to where he's fighting one of their main guys, and he hasn't really felt like a main event guy for most of the run. And even Jay White has gotten a lot of flack for being a guy that's kind of being rushed to the main event, and it's been like a year of them doing that, and a year is rushed to some people. Juice Robinson's one of their main baby faces. They're kind of underdog character, and he's been getting the slow burn of him almost winning the big one for fucking forever now, and we're still waiting on that. They're a very slow burn company with a lot of very detailed characters built up for years and years over a lot of really long half-hour matches. So if what you're looking for is a company to where you're going to invest usually like half an hour, 20 minutes at least for a match usually, and, you're going to be watching constantly for a long time to see these character developments, it's amazing. And that's why a lot of the more hardcore wrestling fans, myself included, feel that it's the best show right now, because if you're watching constantly, and you're willing to invest a lot of time into these wrestlers and these characters and these matches, you're going to get your time worth. Everything you invest in there, you're going to get back, because they do an amazing job doing this, but it's all something that is over the course of a long time. WWE, if they want to make somebody play a different character, or turn into a different character, or become a villain, or become a hero, they sometimes will just do that next week. If they want this feud to start, they'll just start it next week. They will change matches on the drop of a dime, and for some people, that might be your preference. It's a lot easier to get invested in a show like WWE, where they will just start stories out of nowhere, and anything you won't get, they'll recap immediately. It, in the long term, causes issues, because of course that can be frustrating for a person who's watching every week, but in the short term, in a bubble, you can at least see why some people might prefer that. And then also with WWE, there's just the ease in which there's to pursue content. If you're a fan of WWE, you're going to have more wrestling than you can really watch already. You're going to have a 3-hour fucking show on Monday, you're going to have a 2-hour show on Tuesday, you're going to have 50 pay-per-views, you're going to have NXT, you have their regular tournaments they tend to do, you have a lot of content. A problem with this is, of course, it's not always written consistently good, but the thing with WWE is it's at least memorable. And if I say it's not written consistently good and you don't really know what I mean, then the way they're doing it's probably okay for you. And you can just disregard that comment. New Japan, it's not as much of a commitment on time, but it's very slow burn, long stories over a long duration that you have to invest a lot into these guys, and they usually give it back. WWE, you could tune in for a week. You're going to have a variety show of crazy, batshit insane stuff happen. Some good, some bad, but it's usually not going to take long to get a grasp on every single thing that's going on, especially with the frequency in which they do recaps. So if your main preference is you want a fucking batshit variety show, and you want a lot of quick matches, kind of ADHD, quick-paced, give me instant gratification now kind of product, then, WWE, that's going to be the right choice for you. If your kind of preference is more of a purist, I want a fucking slow burn, good stories, and I'm willing to watch for a long time to get the payoff, then you should probably switch to New Japan or watch both. Personally, as a wrestling fan, my personal preference is New Japan. I watch both. I think both are rather lovely.